Hey guys, oh, let's close this here. How's it going today? Looks like connection's excellent. Let's just refresh this, check the volume. Well, there we are. Hey guys, oh, let's close this here. That sounds good. Alright, so what I am doing, well, I've been trying to fix this up here. This has been airing, and it's a CC stuff. Wait a second. Just going to see why it's airing. Push this a little forward so I can keep best. There you go. Whoop. This is of this guy here. Just like that. We'll just file, save everything. First, gonna give this a close. Save everything. So yeah, the character customizer, I was trying to do builds that it keeps erroring. I'm not really using it right yet, but yeah, but I'd like to be able to make sure I do builds all the time to make sure everything's working. That's pretty important. And so if I can't do builds, it's kind of defeating the purpose. So I just wanted to make sure I get that fixed. And it's just something odd that's happening. So I even had to double check with the the Discord group for the product. And there's somebody else, a couple other people that are having an error with the new 5.1. Now, like I said, 5.1, it should be in 5.1 for a bit. Most likely, just like they did with this here, they'll do 5.1, 5.2, 6, 5 points, like, so yeah, be like 5.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just go like all the way up. It'll stay 4, right? And then they'll have the points here, like 5.1, 2, 1, 2, and stuff like that. But there's a lot of upgrades with 5.1. Some products, like the multiplayer system, only work in 5.1, so I kind of had to switch. Open it again. Hmm. Alright, we will. Everything's kind of working right now. We will run the product. Ah. This is something I just quickly made up. It's not even being used right now. It was just another test I was doing. So we'll just compile, save that. These are all like new deprecated stuff. This has been so kind of changed the way you do some things. So it's been doing some like background touch-ups and stuff. But again, it feels like it's always background stuff. So once I get things running, I want to start working on some just basic functionality with you guys and just get through with that. Come on. It's one of the bigger things to save when I have stream open. Yeah. Having some brain farts today. There was something else that was erroring actually. I still have it, eh? Dialogue. Tree dialogue. Maybe. Alright, that's working, I guess. Just need to recompile. Let's hit the play button. Okay. With that, I am sadly going to try to do a package and see how that works. Again, most of the time for my computer, it's mostly networking stuff, so I don't think so. Package the product, development. Just make sure I did everything correctly. Close. Windows, package product, and development. Alright. Believe it or not, it actually still allows you to do stuff while it's packaging. And like I said, I got a package, and there's not much time that I have that I can do things. And this is, I finally just got the answers for this now, so I gotta try to apply it. So what I was doing, just kind of some basics here. Talking over with a lot of the other people. I could go over 1 second. Don't forget about the free for the month. If you guys didn't show up for last stream, it's past this first Tuesday. So there's stuff in the marketplace for free for the month. If you guys are doing zombie games as well, don't forget Humble Bundle has some good deals right now. Humble Bundle software. It has a good zombie set. I haven't picked it up yet, but I hope to pick it up soon. And they have some other stuff. They usually have stuff for, like, you know, help get people into streaming and this and that, like I'm doing now. And they have like tips, tricks, and stuff. I don't usually follow that. They have another ultimate bundle. It's only 2 days left, so you pick up that. And again, it's some stuff is $1,000 of value or almost $1,200 worth of value, and you're maybe only spending like 34 bucks. You know what I mean? And it's all going to charity most of the part, and you can choose what charity it goes to and things. So yeah, it's pretty good. So don't forget that. Like I was saying, Epic. Don't forget about the new January free items of the month. The cool stuff you can pick up here. With that, we'll head back over to this. And like I said, what I was doing I was just looking at the boot menu. I got the old boot menu in from the, actually the version 6 boot menu in. Version 5 had the old company logo. I just got a new company logo. Kind of, I don't know if it's going to be the final product, but it's kind of done up. And I was just kind of doing that. And like I said, I was talking to a lot of the people, getting suggestions on what they think. And again, they're just saying that since I'm having a lobby, that main kind of survival mode should just kind of be the lobby, and everybody want to queue up or go and do something, you'll queue up from that, and you could do the lobby would be either the multiplayer or single player mode of that. So with that in mind, since we already have a lot of stuff, I was just making sure I was going through the project settings, making sure this stuff's all set up, maps and modes, getting this all done. So we have this default game mode here. At some point we're gonna have to make our own. We got our default map here, default transition map here, button home transition. Okay, multiplayer map right now, and we got we made our first game instance, which is that. Well, we still gonna have to go over. We did pull in most of the collision, should be good. We're gonna have to go over input still because we have way too many. And as you can see with the big giant yellow text, it is deprecated now. We'll have to change that to new stuff. Always update stuff. So we hit play right here. The new logo. We're gonna represent Unreal Engine. The game title. It's gonna load up the main menu here. And this is our kind of main menu that we have. So that's what we're going to be looking into, just the basics of that. So if we go into finding home, our levels, and this is a core level, so it should be right on the top. It's not any of these things. So we got our boot, which is I'm putting FH at the end, find it home, just so it's easier to find and I know it's completed stuff. So when we're said and done, I have all these other levels that we're clearly not using. I can delete them. I'll go in to see if anything, like there's a lot of work or something that was done on them, because again, that's the one great thing about Unreal Engine. I keep telling people is if you do a bunch of work and it's like, oh shoot, this is not working. Did I click something? My computer's kind of freezing up right now. Let me see. That's never a good sign. Alright, we got numbers again. We'll see what's going on here. Odd. Because it still looks like it's doing some sort of output. Maybe it's delayed, but it also said that it didn't work. So I'll go through that after. So we will open up this. I don't remember touching any of these assets, but we will save them anyway. So we're going to open up the main menu and we're going to start getting things replaced so we can do edits later and we have things more functional. Also, this time around, I won't be adding a lot of the plugins like Oceanology and Voxel Engine and stuff. Just in case I will have to do another update later, then you can just bring things over and it'll be a lot smoother. Because the plugins, like I said, are a lot more harder to upgrade stuff with. I feel like whenever I join stream, things just start going slow and things, but I want to be able to show you guys what I've been working on and stuff like that. But I had just opened this not too long ago. I guess it's just mainly saving the assets right now, but didn't take anything to open the small map up. And now it's like, oh, stuck at 17%. I guess that's how it goes. There's something I haven't looked at the new assets in a while. See if anything is crazy. Interiors. Combat. Snowy neighbor? Interesting. That looks high quality. Oh, it's music though, isn't it? Yeah, it's music. Music. Advanced mobility system, grappling hook. Portrait collection. Use phone animations. Hex tree. Big spider. Ooh, skull monsters. I own a lot of these guys' stuff. Didn't realize they put a new pack. Usually they send us a Discord message when they put a new pack out. I must have just missed it. Map log checker. Clear. Look at that. Skull set. I have to wait to see if there's a new pack out. But this should be okay. So first things first, we gotta see what's referenced in the level blueprint. And so far I cleared a lot of the stuff. The level updater, it's just gonna transition between the cameras and stuff. Preview mess is just this. We will change the preview mess to have our character later on. Camera actors are fine, they're just camera actors. Water plane, I did change it from the cartoon water to a more kind of realistic water landscape. As you can see, I changed the landscape from the cartoon landscape to a more kind of realistic landscape with realistic foliage. Took out the couple of the cartoon palm trees, and I put a couple like more realistic style palm trees in there. And I also, you can see, put in the rocks and stuff. I also changed these all up to nanite. The one thing I didn't change to nanite is the grass. Right now, I could probably do that actually right now, just in case I don't forget. We know it's the actual brushify assets. That's the ones I like to use. Meshes, foliage, brushes, trees. We do brushify, then we could just do grass. And then we could look for static meshes, and this is why I don't put SM. It's still just as simple to find. And then we have dry gas and dry grass, and that's the grass we're using right now, so we could just get this out of the way. We're going to put this here, and we're going to scroll down, and we're going to just put grass here. Now again, normally you could actually put the grass, I'm going to use easy survival for now. Normally you could actually just put the grass collision on the actual materials instead of on the instance material instead of the static mesh itself. That way it's just cancel. Oh, we got apply here, then save. This is gray, so we want to wait until the shaders are done. Make sure that yeah, it looks okay, I guess. And we have this grass here. Again, we're gonna apply. We're gonna go down here, and we're gonna put grass. The survival that was applied this time, and we are also going to save. Now the grass is nanite as well. Looks like it's falling okay, and we'll look at here. We do not have grass. Move these down. But the grass is procedural, so next time we bring it up, it might pop up. See, there's the rocks popping in there. Which we might have to do the rocks as well. Pebble. Beach pebbles. We want nanite, apply. There should be some sort of rock material. There we go, survival, and we're going to save that. That's applied. So we can close that guy. Our rocks are going to disappear for now. We're also going to bring this guy down here. So normally the trees will just go on the ground properly the first time around, but I actually just hand place these trees. That's why I could click them like that. Just to kind of see how that goes. So next time I close and open the engine, if for some reason my grass doesn't come back, I'll go and look into that. But yeah, it is procedurally generated usually. All I do is change the mesh. Sometimes it doesn't like render it right away. Alright, so that's that. Player start, it's just basic player start. We keep that. We took out a lot of the different ocean sounds because we don't know if we're going to keep this like this. Remember, we've always had our kind of street position. It's like a street and then like an apartment building in the back. But I don't want to sit there and take forever kind of building that up, make it all nice again, or try to load in another map, because I just wanted to keep things simple for functionality for now. So I just took me like a couple seconds to place this in. So rocks, we got some palm leaves and stuff like that. Just in case, so we don't have all these things all over the place. We'll make a new folder for trees, palm bench, and we'll put that in there. Put that in there. Then we will make a new one for leaves, and we could put these guys in here. There we go. So, yep, kept the same kind of scene. Everything's nice and simple. And when we look at this, like I said, level updater, signature, player controller, create event in player controller. So that means we're going to have to look at the player controller, and it's getting player controller, and it's doing a blend, right? So we'll save this, but we might have to come back to it. We checked the default classes, but I don't think there's anything really specific for this level in there. And so what this blueprint is, this is the level blueprint. So this blueprint activates right away whenever the level is created. Oh, it's taking a little bit longer to save again. 9:30. I think of anything else that I want to go over with you guys. But again, just leave comments if you guys need to know anything. Please. Oh, hey Inked, how's it going? Yay, there's lurking. How do I sound? Oh, I guess she's lurking, so I don't think she'll reply. But yeah, so with that out of the way, again, we want to get into so after you check the level, we're going to check the world settings and see we have this game mode that's we're going to have to recreate, and it looks like it is just using a BP HUD menu. It's just using 2 blueprints here. Everything else is basic. It's not touching it. It's just using default pawn, default controller, default game state, default player state. So for this to get the functionality, we're just going to want to make a new kind of game mode here. Now normally, just in case there's updates and stuff, I still might do it. We're going to make a child of this. So we're going to go back to, we're going to unpick static mesh. We're going to go to finding home. We should have a games mode folder, and we'll call it blueprints, and it will take after game mode menu. So EP game mode main menu. That's what we'll take after. We'll call this main menu. That's going to be our final main menu, so we're going to put FH on the end of it for finding home. Doing some saving, I guess. Yeah, it's all good. Clear this outlog. And yeah. So we got this finding home menu, and if we click on our parent, we see that there's nothing actually done in the blueprint. Whenever you don't have the blueprint fully open up and it opens up just to the state, you know there's really nothing done in the blueprint itself. So now we have our own, and it's just taking over this menu HUD. Now we're gonna need to make our own menu HUD. Unfortunately, that's one thing you cannot parent, is any kind of UI. you kind of duplicate the UI and make your changes, but you can't really parent it. So if he does any major changes in the UI class, we're just gonna have to like go and look at that whenever you upgrade your product. Because once you go to child it like locks in the way the screen looks, and obviously you're gonna want your UI to look for like yours for your game. So UI widgets. Right now we could go we'll click on here and we will go to this blueprint and we'll just copy it over. So we'll go to find in home, UI, widgets, main menu, and copy here. So we're going to hit F2, and we're just going to call it main menu, find home, we call it widget, sure. And here looks pretty simple. It's just actually this HUD class actually just calls a UI a widget class. So this isn't even a widget. This is just a HUD class that just calls a widget class. And gets the class. It's a hard set. Usually don't like that. I usually like to promote to visual variable. This is UI main menu. Menu. UI main menu. Or just go take an object class. Oh. Do nothing. UI main menu. We're actually gonna take the reference. I'm gonna take this, get it, pop it in there. We're gonna compile so we can actually set this default value. As UI main menu. There we go. This is lined up nice. We'll bring this in there. Bring this over. Widget class to focus. I guess he doesn't want us. We don't want to focus anything particular right now. But normally you would, but yeah. So we're gonna open a UI class, and we could even focus it. I don't know why he's not focusing it. We'll focus it. Focus this widget that pops up, sure. And then we'll show our mouse. We'll compile and save that. Problem again though is we're using his UI main menu, so we're going to have to find that and actually duplicate that as well. So again, widgets main menu, copy here. Might actually add these because they're all just blueprints, and so we're get more specific of what each one is. So we're gonna go to find and home widgets here. We got this main menu widget. We're at F2. We're gonna switch this to HUD. HUD. Home. F2. Main menu. User interface. Find home. Now we hover over this. This is probably going to actually a HUD blueprint, so I didn't need to put HUD there. And this is going to be an actual widget, which we know is a UI, but for now we'll leave it as is. So then we will go about this guy again, but now we're going to do plus, and this one will be main menu UI finding home. Again, it's the reference. This var will change to old. This var will change to just main menu. We will grab this guy, which is now our, we will get him. We'll do this. Take out the old one. Yeah, main menu UI, find home type. There we go. Just took a second to update. So now we're creating our menu, which is the same as the other menu. And we'll finally save that. So now we have, we will use our main menu find home game mode, which should have main menu find home, which will use our main menu HUD. I'll save. Which then will bring up our main menu. And now we're going to just do one quick little update to confirm that it's ours. I'm not going to spend all the time, like a whole ton of time, doing a bunch of adjustments and stuff. Settings. So we go to our UI here. Guess we never opened it up yet, but yeah. And this is the easy survival UI that we normally see. So we have our showcase button. We don't have our fonts yet, but you gotta import those. Font material. Border color, border press. This UI button's pretty simple. It doesn't have any like background images or anything like that. It looks like it's just the text and a color. Alright, what we will do is, I guess, change the things to red. So we want it like a dark kind of blood red. So we're gonna go with like a 0.3. And same with this guy here. 0 for the blue, 0 for the green, and 0.3. And then we got our hovered colors and our selected colors. Now we're just gonna copy the hovered color, and we're just going to paste. So you can hit Control V, I believe, or Shift left click actually, to get those all pasted in there. Shift left click, and we're gonna do shift left click, we're gonna do shift left click, Let's get most of these buttons down. Shift left click, 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 shift left click. And now when we hover over all these buttons, it will be red, a blood red instead of yellow, which kind of more fit our theme of the zombies, temporarily for now. Again, we'll probably completely redo these buttons and everything to fit our old stuff. And again, we already have our old menus and stuff, so we don't want to spend too much time on this. We just want to have something for functionality. He has a lot of buttons. We're also probably going to change the color of the Easy Survival RPG, just so we're just instantly greeted with that nice color change, and we know that it's ours and everything is working. Ooh, foreground. Those are even buttons, so we can't do much there. Text. Keep white white. We're just changing most of the yellow stuff. Alright, we're gonna go all the way up. We're trying to click on this. There we go. And we'll change that. There we go. We're gonna compile and save. Now we're probably gonna have to pull up the game instance file, because that's the way he's doing a lot of his stuff. again, that should be enough for now. So I'm just gonna save it. We're gonna take a look in the graph, but I don't think there's gonna be much changes in there for now. And saving. Wish there was something I could do to speed that up, but there's not. Hope you guys are all having a good time. Like, again, I know a lot of you guys who will be checking this out, going through things, skipping through things, kind of like seeing how things are done. Probably after the fact, not during. But yeah, so we have this graph, and so our main concerns, we want a lot of the stuff working, is like the single player. He's hitting the single player, switching things, getting last save, moving the character, setting things to visible, setting this here in the game instance file, like I said. New game. Is getting to the new instance file. And it's not valid, it's going back to the main menu. And it's sending some more stuff to the game instance file. Okay, and so yeah, what we're going to be looking for is the game instance file. So we're going to go here. It's going to be in our systems. Then we got our game instance FH, which again just takes after his, and all we have is this kind of init parent. We have interfaces here, but they should naturally just use the parents interface. You could click on them to rechange them if they're being changed, but if you're not changing them, it should just use the parents. So we'll open up the parents, and we're gonna close this, and we got our event graph, and we got level transition, start game. This is what we're gonna be kind of multiplayer. So start game, start new game. We got single player, multiplayer, and we got these default, these demo levels. Right? And then it's going to show whatever that level is. But we want to change these demo levels to our level. That's going to be a big change. So we got our HUD here. We got this. A lot of the stuff changed out. But now we actually want to at least do a single player level. So we're going to go to the finding home. Easy survival maps. We get this demo single player level. Oh, and there's also should be a demo level. Oh, I guess it wouldn't be a new game. But they also have the overview map, which we'll just call a tutorial map. So we're going to want to go to levels. We might make a new one for lobby. So it might be different lobby levels we come up with in time. So we'll go back to that actually. Maps. And we want this single player level first. We got our lobby area. We're just going to grab this here. And we're going to just drag it into the lobby. And we're going to say copy here. Here we go. I'm still doing some script preparing. There we go. Just trying to think of anything else I can go over while we're doing this. So yeah, we're just gonna save this lobby level. We're gonna F2. Call it solo instead of single player. Solo. Default lobby, I guess. And then, so yeah, once we get this default lobby up, we'll look into making sure everything works in the lobby, everything's good in the lobby. And then we were doing this before, we were actually just changing up the lobby, so everything's more realistic. We'll be kind of doing the same kind of thing. And I think we were doing that in version 6. So yeah, we'll just grab a lot of the same kind of stuff. I think, again, I brought over a lot of the stuff already. So a lot of certain things we already have nanited, like a lot of the folders. If I don't have something brought over, I'll just bring it over. But we won't spend too much time on that. And the main focus is to open up the menu mode and be able to transition to from the lobby to the different types of modes and test those and stuff like that as well. And you want to get the basic levels in, and so the basic levels that we'll be making sure that we're testing is a zombie horde mode, our multiplayer free-for-all system, like for shooting and killing. We'll be doing the prop hunt, infected mode where somebody gets infected, and some of the, just a couple of like the Fall Guys style obstacle kind of run or something like that, and like one tower fall or something. One tower fall, one obstacle race thing, like for the death games. So maybe 2 death games matches, the prop hunt mode, and the infected mode for sure. And we just make sure that they kind of function. This is the functionalities there, that you could choose those maps and go through them and stuff like that. I realized I just cleared out a lot of the stuff here, so it's not actually there. But we could actually show you. So I probably need to pick them up and put them in here anyway. Hunt, prop. So we got our prop hunt, but we are going to need it for 5.1. Can't carry characters. We'll just call it prop hunt. We'll put it in our extended giant USB and with our Unreal projects. Yeah. There we go. And again, this shouldn't be doing any downloading for the most part, because yeah, you have like the Vault cache that stores a lot of it. And then so we wanted prop hunt, we wanted infected. So we're gonna create that, call it infected, do 5.1. And we will put that again in the big cache, and we'll select that, and we will create that. So yeah, prop hunt and infected, we'll bring those in. So the other ones we have are like the fall tower thing, but that'll be separate, and we also have I think it's parkour, maybe? Yeah, we had the parkour race. But, yeah. We'll be working with the multiplayer blueprint lobby to get that located. So, man, it's still saving this lobby. I guess it's a pretty big lobby and stuff. Yeah, while it's saving, I can't actually click on anything in here. So, can we go back to quickly checking out any of the new assets they had in the marketplace? Now that we got the infected, we got the prop hunt, those will be going in. Testing those. Page 2. Page 3. Bow staff animations. There must have been new stuff already come out. Yeah, man, the shops got these two items. Updates pretty quickly. People are always putting stuff in. Lots of space music, dash effect, dungeon starter pack, customizable books. I think I was just looking for customizable books. Gonna try to set some stuff up for getting my friends to try to like VTube in Unreal Engine instead of the program they're using now. That way we could customize a lot of the stuff. And I wanted some not super realistic books, but kind of like actually like stylized books, I guess. So I guess this is kind of realistic. I don't know if it'll fit the style because like a lot of the VTubers are more cartoony. And like I said, I think we're going to go for a full stylized kind of set for her. I will be trying to get my VTuber up for Tuesday. I did get a lot of the basics in again for. That's another big thing that I've been working on is I got the basics in for the VTuber. Fishing animations. Over 2 steampunk accessories. What kind of? Oh, these are actual. Oh, they're just PNGs, I guess. Looks pretty cool. And card game pack. I don't know a card game system thing. Oh, you can actually swap out the pictures and stuff. That's a pretty cool pack. Give you some temp monsters in there to show you examples. The wood fence is nice too. These are really nice. A lot of different styles. Weapons, Olympic Stadium, urban props. You get a lot of props, Up there. More procedural books. We went from no books to having all the books in the world. Alright. Truck service. Starter pack. Scorpio girl? Interesting. A whole template. This is by the same guy, I think. So it's just an additional template. Looks like he was going for the Hearthstone style. Pack prisoner, some more forest. This guy is kind of cool. Anime character portraits. Fire Chat Pro. Ooh. Fog of War. Alright. Hopefully this thing's done now. Yeah, it's done now. So we got, we're gonna hit F2. We're gonna copy this. We're gonna go over to our single player, and we're gonna put our single player lobby in instead now of the old one. We're gonna hit compile. See if I can close some stuff here. Stream. Don't need Discord at the moment. It's not really taking up much, but I can close this for now. So the computer does seem to be taking a long time to do like the most simplest kind of compiles and saves. It has been on for a bit today, to be honest. So again, I was trying to work out those bugs. There we go, we got the compile done. And we want to kind of get in here and change at least something, which sadly I think is going to make me save a bunch of stuff. Alrighty then. What can I do? I'm gonna have to open that Epic Game. It's right up. We're gonna have to bring this down so we can see that there. What can I do while that is saving to keep you guys entertained? Are you not entertained? Alright. So again, we were just looking at the new releases. Again, I told you guys about the, don't forget to pick up the free for the month. I told you guys about picking up the new Humble Bundle stuff. Inked, if you're still there, the Humble Bundle has a great sale on zombie stuff. Let me see here. Oh, it's loading. I think right now the marketplace has a bunch of just people on sale again. People is usually one of the big common things. You go on sale, 70% off. It's just the free stuff, 50% off or more. And we're gonna go to discount high to low, I guess. You're gonna have zombie sounds, people, real-time strategy game stuff, people, really expensive shotgun, sci-fi interior, people, demon pack. Yeah, dungeon bundle, the ultimate dungeon bundle. People. Butcher looks kind of cool, actually. It's okay done. I don't know how scary he looks, though. Decent work, but I don't know how scary he looks. Like people. Modular Viking village, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, this is, there's always stuff on sale. This is, voices. Vlad is a vampire guy for your game, for people again. These are superheroes. Interesting, people. So that's the big stuff on sale right now. I think it's mostly people stuff. Again, I think sorting by discounts kind of odd. Doesn't really work well because 50% is 50%, and like it's odd ranges from anywhere. There's about 37 pages of stuff. So usually I like to go from high to see whatever the big discounts are. And again, you can see it's just people everywhere. This is the real cool. The orc pack is like dead on like what World of Warcraft would look like if they made it in Unreal. It's like really sick looking. That's why they should change. Again, somebody's already made a lot of this stuff. It'd be super easy to just kind of like put a lot of stuff. They have trolls too. Like, it's cool looking. But sadly, I'm not making that kind of style game. The whole samurai set. I actually own a bunch of these characters already. The samurais. So he does do good stuff. Cool boss. Disconnecting. Reconnecting. I think I dropped service there for a second. Sorry about that, guys. I don't think there's any storms out there or anything. Let's check on the stream, shall we? Just 1 second to see what's going on. Looks like I'm still streaming. Okay. Yeah, I was just going through stuff. Yeah, and there's the island. Things you can see that reconnected and stuff. Okay, okay. That's good. So yeah, like I said, we already did the other map, but we changed out a lot of the stuff. We've already spent a bunch of time on changing a lot of this stuff. So I don't want to spend too much time on this, because I don't want to redo work we've already done, in a sense. But I do. So this doesn't have a gameplay override, but we do gonna want a gameplay override. So what he had for, we go to easy survival RPG. Blueprints. Does he have game mode? This game mode. He has this game mode here. So we will take that. We're gonna set that in here. So game modes. We'll copy that here. We can see what he has in the level blueprint, but I'm pretty sure the level blueprint will be pretty blank. So we got that done. We go that on the level blueprint. Oh, there's a fair amount of stuff in here. Level updater. Updating tags. There's a portal. Check player starts. So. It looks all right. Okay. Nothing really. It's just all for the functionality of this first level. Okay. So we can probably close this for now. And we will where I want to go to content. Finding home, game modes. So we have our main menu FH. We're gonna hit F2. Solo lobby FH. We're gonna switch this to solo lobby FH. And you can see we're gonna need a gameplay HUD, and we're gonna need a player character for this. Those are the two big things that we want to do. So we also want to be able to tell it actually sections off the water. We also want to be able to tell right away that this is our kind of map here. So we're going to want to take the water plane, probably one of the best, and we're going to do water or ocean, maybe ocean. Brushify ocean instance, sure. that's something like we're kind of using there. Get that deep color. You can tell right away, you know what I mean? And we can also change the landscape. Again, we like to use our brushify here. Brushify multi-biome. We'll just go into, when you get a black thing like this, whenever you put a landscape on and you just get this like black kind of goo, it's because your paint layers aren't set up. We're going to go in the landscape again. We're going to go into paint, and we're going to just switch our set always to that multi-biome kind of brushify set. Or else, yeah. So it'll give you a lot of grass from all the different maps. Multi-biome. 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 We're gonna do beach for sure. Multi-biome. And we're start painting this here quick. So we're gonna go to the size of our brush. We're gonna pick it up to 40,096, and we're gonna start painting this entire area. Get this done nice and quick. Oop. We're gonna get all the way in there. Kind of speed up our camera so we can see the old areas really well. Alright, see that we got this done. Want this done. Okay, you don't mind going over the whole thing because it has like layer blends and stuff. So the base layer will be beach because that's the type of kind of thing it is, and then we will go over with a dry grass layer. But we will switch it to a paint level of just like 200 size brush, a nice small brush. And we're gonna have to change our camera now that we're here back down to like a 3. So we want this area all to be kind of brushed here. This is where we're going to want our dry grass. We're going to have lots of foliage until we swap out the foliage. This is procedural, so we won't have to actually put grass in. Especially since we're not picking up grass, it'll be part of the procedural kind of thing. I'll just stick this in here. Now whenever you're doing foliage like this and you have this like kind of rock here, he does give us this nice, and now that we've cleared out all the sand, we can actually kill these kind of procedure layers here. And we have this procedural removal tool. Oh, we're gonna need our multi-layer, multi-biome. There we go. We're gonna just kind of do that. Paint this all through here. and that will just remove the procedural for that area here. And that way you don't have any like grass spawning inside the rocks. There you go. You can do back to dry grass. And again, you guys get the point, so we're not going to spend too much time on this. It's all in here. Just, we want it so when we boot up the map, we can instantly see right away. Ah. That is definitely our level enemy. Alright. Yeah, grass in here. Alright. Go back to selection mode. And like I said, the big thing we want to fix is probably these two things here. The game HUD, for what we see, and the player controller. So we're going to want to extend the player controller, the game HUD. Don't know if we can extend game HUDs. So we'll just create our own like we did before. So game HUD we'll start with first. We'll find it. The menu HUD, we went down to our find home, widgets, main menu, and we will copy the game HUD here. Copy. Like I said, I'm pretty sure these are actually like HUD files. I think they're like a completely different thing. That's why they have the monitor and the little bullseye to indicate in the display that it's not just like a widget. Oh, it's just a blueprint class. So good to kind of maybe reference. So we called this main menu HUD FH. So we'll call this solo lobby HUD FH. And I'm sure it just creates widgets, but we'll double check. So lobby HUD FH, and so on our solo lobby, we'll choose solo lobby HUD FH, and we'll open this up. Yeah, we actually have a lot of stuff in here. Actually, a lot of the dialogue and inventories and containers and stuff. Oh, look, character loading screen. Okay. So this is an important asset that we'll have to go over. It is a parent class HUD, and it doesn't actually have a graphic to it. So we could actually just extend from it. So let's go back to our HUD, our game HUD. We're going to delete our solo lobby HUD. We're going to make a blueprint class, BP underscore HUD game this time. Select that, and now we're going to do solo lobby HUD and FH. Main menu is not so big, so that'd be fine. But again, like later on, if like say 5.13 comes out and they do like a major change to the HUD system, we want to be able to just import it in quickly. And since it's a child of the HUD class, it'll be just a quick fix for us to fix things up. So again, we'll look in here into the parent. Like we see we have all those there. Main thing with the HUD class, we do want to go up to event. Begin play, we do want to call put parent do something like that, active class. Now that this is exposed, you should be able to call parent. I guess there's no big thing, but usually you should be able to call parent. Not too sure why we can't. Well, it's compiling right now. Like I can't click on anything. It won't open up. But I hit the compile button, it's just taking a sec. See if we can do it in the construct script. Let's check out the. Might not even have a begin play in the HUD. Let's see if it has a create HUD. Yeah, we can't call the parent if the parent doesn't have one, right? What about the constructor? It has a constructor, but there's nothing in it. So, and it does already do the parent, so, okay. So that's a better solo HUD. So we can close these now. And we'll put our solo HUD there now. Solo HUD. They need this player controller. So we'll go back to easy survival, blueprints, game, player controllers, and there's the player controller. For us, we're going to be doing the same kind of style almost. We should have a player controller folder, just like he does, copy. But we should have more than one player controller in the end. We're almost might have a different player. We're going to have a different player controller per map mode, most likely. And that way it's just less stuff. And it's going to be better on performance when you get into that map. Because like our player controller in the lobby will have a bunch of stuff for like saving, loading. It'll have things for trees and like all this different things. So F2, player controller, go solo, lobby, FH. We hover over this. I think it is a player controller. Put solo lobby FH in here for now. But I think it is of type player controller, so putting player controller on the name is a little redundant, I think. But we'll hover over. If it's just a blueprint that has nothing to do with player controller, we might put something like that in there. It's a player. When you hover over it, you can see parent class of player controller. Actually, parent class shouldn't be player controller. We did that. We just copied it, didn't we? We don't want to copy it. We want to actually take this guy. Darn. So we will delete this guy before he's even used. We're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to go to blueprint class, and we're going to do VP under player controller right there. And we're going to select that. So now when you hover it, it's sort of that, but we could do solo lobby, player, controller. Maybe do just PC. Maybe for player controllers and stuff like that. Game states will the notify, because then again we'd have lobby, solo lobby, solo lobby, solo lobby, solo lobby for like the game state, player states, and all those different things. Construction calls its parents. That calls its parent. Maybe change it later. We got the building component, interaction component, and manager component. And again, if you check out the parent class, it's going to have a bunch of stuff like hiding UI and all those things. So, yeah. File. Close that. Save this. Gonna open this stuff later, I guess. And I'll leave that there. Alright. Got the water. We'll be able to see with the grass. Maybe we'll just go right back to levels, right back to the boot menu, and then we'll just test her out. I was wondering, like, we're going to be saving the screens here. We don't want to go out and then have to come back in and then do something, and then we're going to have to wait for another time of saving. But I think a lot of the stuff we'll be working with doesn't really deal with us having to have this level open, because we'll be dealing with, to open up the other game modes, we'll be dealing with UI. So first just the player, maybe, or the player controller, when you hit a specific button to do a certain action, so where the inputs are, specifically for the menus, which I think will be in the player controller, more so than the player itself. And so we'll be dealing with the player controller and the menus, and not so much this level. We're not really affecting the level itself. Like I said, we just wanted to put water and something in so we know that we could quickly tell that it's our level. We already did a lot of changes and a lot of work to level already in one of the other versions of the game. So like I said, we'll open up the boot menu, we'll run it, and we'll see that our menu's in there, everything loads fine. We'll see that our story mission opens up fine, and that we don't have to go back, and that we might have missed something. And if everything opens up fine, everything goes well, we could start, we said, looking into the modular blueprint lobby file, widgets and stuff like that, to see what we would need to add to make to just load up any kind of map that we want. Yeah, or any kind of game mode that we want. So I think I'm gonna have what I had written down for a plan is like 3 different types of menu. You have your pause menu with the tab button. you're gonna have your game mode menu. So if you're playing team deathmatch, the tab menu would open like your score. You know what I mean? Your who's in the kill lead and the kills and the assists and stuff. So if you're in the lobby area, you hit the tab. It's gonna open up the maps and game modes that you can choose and you can sign up for. And then you're still gonna have inventory with I. And then if you hit escape or P, you're gonna have your pause menu. So you got 3 different menus. I don't want to worry about it too much for now, but we might potentially have a 4th menu, which would just use U for user, I guess, right beside I. And what that would be is just like your cell phone / character information. That's how I would do it on the controller. Again, the start menu would still be, the start button would still be the pause menu. And then you have the D-pad. The left on the D-pad would open up the menu for whatever game mode you're on. Right on the D-pad would open up your inventory and stuff like that. And then down on the D-pad would open up your character information. So, yeah. That way you still have all the rest of the buttons free for the shooter aspect or whatever mode you're playing. Sorry guys, I didn't think this would take this long. Now we're just checking out the stuff here. Lots of characters, like I said, are on sale. Trying to think. This is one of the free for the month. Yeah, they get all those individually as well. Tokyo Street Part 1. And again, you'll see me going over all of these guys individually as well. So, prison. We still have Humble Bundle up here. You can check Humble Bundle. Oh, we gotta minimize it. We still want to be able to see this here. Just in case we see those numbers moving, we know that's good to go. Like I said, we just quickly briefed over this before. But like I said, I'll definitely be trying to pick up this car pack. Again, you have those nice procedural cars and stuff. We've got different police cars, and this is more like a better kind of, this is all like really high quality stuff, death animations and zombies, more zombies. We have so many zombies, and that's good. We want the variety and stuff. Pistol, mobile, rifle starter animation, punch animations. This is huge. Because we have like really weird punching right now with these easy survival. Ooh, gets like a little like ready to box idle. So ours just goes left, right, left. So there we go. There's our animations that we want. We'll just take those and we'll apply that to the skeleton. Oh, it's up, it's going. So we can minimize this here. We're gonna hit play. Lobby settings. Lobby settings. Do we even have a lobby settings blueprint? Oh, this guy. We were looking at this guy soon. We'll keep this guy open. We haven't even touched this guy, so I wonder why he's erroring. Might need to bring in a nice fresh version. We'll hit compile here. Yeah, these lobby settings is what we're talking about. We're gonna be adding this lobby setting stuff to our easy survival player for being able to swap and go switch to the different game modes. And then we'll have our maps and things like that. Target display reference. Ready up button. It's not there. Doesn't exist. Supposed to have a ready up button. We're gonna need to check that out. See why that. See, I thought I already migrated over because you can see the 5.1's here, but don't know if I actually loaded it over yet. I could have just brought it in like these two here, the office and the prop hunt. So you're gonna have to edit the prop hunt and the stuff because we're gonna need to use our characters and stuff, obviously. This was game lobby. Let's do a search for this location. Oh. This is one of the ones we brought over. So the reason why it doesn't work is because we do not have common UI set in here. So common, we don't have the common UI plugin set up. So when I brought stuff over, certain little things like that would have broken. But we're not using this class right now, so we could break the link here. I could probably. But like create variable, I guess. And we could compile actually. So I think it's gonna try to pick up, might just make an object class of type object, yeah. Let's see, we're gonna wanna go to MBLS. Thank you. widgets, lobby, and we should have, what was this called? Lobby game settings. It's actually this lobby menu. Alright, yeah, see this is the ready up button. It actually has a ready up button and everything. So we had changed the UI for ourselves here. So and the ready UI button is of type WB base button. So we will do a WB base button. Be the two instances. Other than that, what I would have to do is delete them and then change the type. And so we're going to want to set the availability of this. I'll refresh this node. And we're going to want to set this, refresh this node. Or we're just going to break this pin here. Bring that in here. Display or text. Get text block. We will delete that, and we will recompile. So, and again, like sometimes you run a build and everything works, and then sometimes it just notices a class. So that was loud. Notices a class that you're not even using, not working in it. Makes So we have the red writing, so we know that's ours. And we changed the single player. Ooh, a little laggy with everything that's going on. Might have to kill some of the grass or the trees or something. Why are we such low frame rate? Doing a bunch of texture stuff, it looks like. Pre-shaders. Look at that water. We know we're in the right level. Again, it's odd. For this, all we changed was the water and put a little bit of grass in. We've already nanoed the grass, so and the grass wouldn't even be loaded over there. It's too small of an area. It must be just doing some like shader building and stuff like that in the background. We got all the menu stuff here. We got the inventory here. Hit I. Two different ways to get to the exact same inventory. Want to make sure we can swim in and everything works, even with the different water. Can I pick up a crab? Just want to check that. Probably gonna die. Don't know why it's so. Experience a cauldron. That's fine. One of the things just didn't link up right, and we'll fix that. We'll hit tab. We got our thing here. So everything's working. Exit. Yes. I have to figure out what's going on there with the grass and stuff then. If it's the water, why are we dropping so many frames? Let's see if the menu goes that slow again. Look into that. Alright. So, now we have to check out our player controller and our players. So if we go to easy, survival, blueprints, we're going to character, we got our player, we got our different survivals and stuff. We say basic survivor. It's just changing some stuff and some accessories. But it's all gonna stem from the player class, which I got tired of getting all those warnings, so I had switched up the old way. This was deprecated, so this is what I have to do for a lot of the new things. But what we're gonna look at is we want this input thing. So this is the whole graph itself. For test, so Z, composition, order to move, stuff like that. For the AI, it's doing some checks here, companions, on guard, some more of the AI stuff, reload, dive, pop up, swim, move. But again, notice the none of the menu or UI stuff is here. So might go back out to our finding home, our game, player controllers, and our soul lobby. Open that up. Open up the parent class.
Yeah, what happened?
As you can see here on the left, we have inputs again. and so there's a lot more inputs. So this is a lot of where the UI stuff will happen. Anything that doesn't really affect the character specifically, and more like storage or back-end kind of stuff, and just like screen display, all kept in the player controller for networking purposes. Well, the player character, you want everything replicated, whatever he's doing replicated, so everybody can see it. But the menus, you're not replicating the menu. So this is where you want to add our menu in. Chat menu, interactions, build, temp inputs, spawn random, spawn items, save dedicated game, toggle vulnerability, HUD, toggle HUD if true. If HUD is open, close HUD. And then open inventory. Open is not, is false, is true. So here we want to maybe make a comment box. Maybe throw this up a bit. I guess he did it so. Take this guy here and we'll take away the bubble and put the bubble in. He did it so like the bubble's not totally over top of the blueprints above it, I guess. So we put the bubble in and we could move this guy so again, just like the other ones, it's not really over top of the blueprints. Place game mode settings here. But it is 10:56, so we won't be able to dive too deeply into that today. We will have to wait till Tuesday if I'm going to show anything. I might be able to get some stuff set up so that it runs more smoothly on Tuesday, but Tuesday we'll definitely hopefully start to get into setting up some of the game modes there so that we have some more gameplay kind of set up. Yeah. It is compiling, so it is frozen again. Yeah. Luggage, this reminds me of the forest. It's great. I wonder if it's open or if it's just closed luggage. Oh, it does have open. So you can open the luggage, put some clothes in there, put some random materials in there. Oak. Oh, our numbers are going here. So we minimize this here. So we got place game here, and we'll be putting the UI to open the game mode here. We don't want to mess with his manager, so we will be seeing how the do it in this guy here. Blueprints, core, gameplay, player, core, lobby, player controller. I'll be getting some stuff from here. So he has chat. I think he already have chat. Textures waiting again. Single player, new game. Start. We're not going to do any character changing. Waiting on textures again. Hey! So there's chat. So we don't need the chat aspect. We already have chat. What? We'll just make sure that the chat is actually functioning later. Alright. Yeah, gotta look into those frame drops. I don't know what's going on. I didn't even do much. But it is 11:01. So again, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Again, thank you so much for stopping by stream. Thank you, Inked, for lurking. Not many people actually pop in, so it's pretty good to see a familiar face pop by. And yeah, we'll keep working on. Thank you guys so much, and you guys have a good one. Ciao.